Want to speak real Hindi from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at HindiPod101.com.
Namaste and welcome to HindiPod101.com. I'm Anuj Khurana and I'm back with yet another Hindi lesson for you all. So in today's lesson, we are going to learn 20 phrases which are must know if you are traveling. So let's begin. क्या मुझे एक नक्शा मिल सकता है? Can I get a map? क्या मुझे एक नक्शा मिल सकता है? Can I get a map? क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? Do you speak English? Okay, so the another phrase is क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? Which means do you speak English? क्या हवाई अड्डे से शहर के लिए कोई बस सेवा है? Is there any bus service from airport to city? Okay, so another phrase is क्या हवाई अड्डे से शहर के लिए कोई बस सेवा है? Is there any bus service from airport to city? क्या वाईफाई मुफ्त है? Is Wi-Fi free here? Another interesting phrase which you should know is क्या वाईफाई मुफ्त है? Is Wi-Fi free here? क्या वाईफाई मुफ्त है? Is Wi-Fi free here? क्या आपके पास आज रात के लिए एक खाली कमरा है? Do you have a vacant room for tonight? Okay. Another phrase is क्या आपके पास आज रात के लिए एक खाली कमरा है? Do you have a vacant room for tonight? क्या मैं अपना कमरा बदल सकता हूँ? Can I change my room? Another interesting phrase if you're not liking your room, so then it can be क्या मैं अपना कमरा बदल सकता हूँ? Can I change my room? मैंने अपना reservation करवाया था. I did my reservations. Okay, so this is important and in today's world, you might need this a lot. मैंने अपना reservation करवाया था. मैंने अपना reservation करवाया था. I did my reservations. क्या मुझे मेन्यू मिल सकता है? Can I get the menu please? Another interesting one if you're visiting a restaurant. क्या मुझे मेन्यू मिल सकता है? Can I get the menu please? So this is the way of asking suggestions. आपकी राय में सबसे अच्छा क्या है? Do you have any recommendations? Okay, so if you're looking for recommendations, then this is the phrase for you. आपकी राय में सबसे अच्छा क्या है? Do you have any recommendations? क्या मुझे चेक मिल सकता है? Can I get the check please? Okay. Another phrase is क्या मुझे चेक मिल सकता है? Can I get the check please? मुझे मूंगफली से एलर्जी है. I'm allergic to peanuts. So if you're allergic to anything, you can just use this phrase. मुझे dash the thing which you're allergic to से एलर्जी है. For say you are allergic to peanuts, then you can say it. मुझे peanuts से एलर्जी है. कृपया पानी दें. Please give me some water. Another phrase is कृपया पानी दें. Please give me some water. यह कितने का है? How much is it for? If you want to ask someone that how much it is for, then the phrase is यह कितने का है? यह कितने का है? How much is it for? मैं ये 10 लेना पसंद करूंगा. I would like to have 10 of these. If you like something and you want that in numbers, then this is the phrase for you. मैं ये 10 लेना पसंद करूंगा. I would like to have 10 of these. यह मुझे पसंद है. I like it. If you like something, then this is the phrase. यह मुझे पसंद है. I like it. क्या आप मुझे थोड़ी छूट दे सकते हैं? Can you give me some discount? Okay, so it happens a lot here in India. People give you discounts. So if you want to ask for that, क्या आप मुझे थोड़ी छूट दे सकते हैं? Can you give me some discount? learn this phrase. This will be helpful for you for your India visit, for sure. क्या मैं क्रेडिट कार्ड से भुगतान कर सकता हूँ? Can I make the payments by using my credit card? Okay, if you want to just inquire that if you can make the payment using your credit card, then this is the phrase. क्या मैं क्रेडिट कार्ड से भुगतान कर सकता हूँ? Can I make the payments by using my credit card? Railway station कहाँ है? Where is the railway station? If you want to inquire about the railway station, then railway station कहाँ है? Where is the railway station? माफ करना, कितना फेयर है? Excuse me, what is the fare amount? Okay, if you want to inquire about the fare, then माफ करना, कितना फेयर है? Excuse me, what is the fare amount? क्या आप मेरी एक तस्वीर खींच सकते हैं? Can you please take a picture of mine? Okay, so if you want to ask favor from someone that if they come and click your picture, then this is the phrase. क्या आप मेरी एक तस्वीर खींच सकते हैं? Can you please take a picture of mine? So these were the phrases which will be definitely helpful for you if you are visiting India. I hope you learned these phrases and enjoyed this video. If you have any kind of suggestions, please leave your valuable comments or feedback in the comment section. And also like our channel, which is HindiPod 101. You can also visit our website, which is hindipod101.com, and you can find many such videos over there. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be back with more videos. Till then, stay tuned. Goodbye. Take care. Namaste.
You are at a bus terminal where you're attempting to buy a ticket from a ticket counter. There are 4 different counters. Which counter should you line up at to go to the south side of the city? Which counter should you line up at to go to the south side of the city? The third counter is the counter for bus tickets that go to the south side of the city.
शहर के दक्षिण की तरफ.
You are at a bus terminal where you've just bought a long-distance ticket. Which row and seat number are you in? Which row and seat number are you in? The ticket says that you're in the 8th row in seat C.
8वीं पंक्ति, सीट C.
You are at a bus terminal where you're reading the schedule for long-distance buses. On which days are there no buses running? On which days are there no buses running? There are no buses running on public holidays and the 3rd Sunday of every month.
सार्वजनिक छुट्टियों हर महीने के तीसरे रविवार को.
You are at a bus terminal where you're waiting for the 301 bus. There is a notice posted on the bus timetable. What does the notice say? What does the notice say? The notice reads, "The 301 bus does not stop here."
301 नंबर बस यहाँ नहीं रुकती.
You just got off a bus at a bus terminal and you're looking to catch a taxi. Which direction should you go to get to the taxi rank? Which direction should you go to get to the taxi rank? You should head east to get to the taxi rank.
पूर्व.
Namaste and welcome to HindiPod101.com. I'm Anuj Khurana and I'm back with yet another Hindi lesson for you all. So in today's lesson, we are going to learn 20 phrases which are must know if you are traveling. So let's begin. क्या मुझे एक नक्शा मिल सकता है? Can I get a map? क्या मुझे एक नक्शा मिल सकता है? Can I get a map? क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? Do you speak English? Okay, so the another phrase is क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? Which means do you speak English? क्या हवाई अड्डे से शहर के लिए कोई बस सेवा है? Is there any bus service from airport to city? Okay, so another phrase is क्या हवाई अड्डे से शहर के लिए कोई बस सेवा है? Is there any bus service from airport to city? क्या वाईफाई मुफ्त है? Is Wi-Fi free here? Another interesting phrase which you should know is क्या Wi-Fi मुफ्त है? Is Wi-Fi free here? क्या Wi-Fi मुफ्त है? Is Wi-Fi free here? क्या आपके पास आज रात के लिए एक खाली कमरा है? Do you have a vacant room for tonight? Okay. Another phrase is क्या आपके पास आज रात के लिए एक खाली कमरा है? Do you have a vacant room for tonight? क्या मैं अपना कमरा बदल सकता हूँ? Can I change my room? Another interesting phrase if you're not liking your room, so then it can be क्या मैं अपना कमरा बदल सकता हूँ? Can I change my room? मैंने अपना reservation करवाया था. I did my reservations. Okay, so this is important and in today's world, you might need this a lot. मैंने अपना reservation करवाया था. मैंने अपना reservation करवाया था. I did my reservations. क्या मुझे मेन्यू मिल सकता है? Can I get the menu please? Another interesting one if you're visiting a restaurant. क्या मुझे मेन्यू मिल सकता है? Can I get the menu please? So this is the way of asking suggestions. आपकी राय में सबसे अच्छा क्या है? Do you have any recommendations? Okay, so if you're looking for recommendations, then this is the phrase for you. आपकी राय में सबसे अच्छा क्या है? Do you have any recommendations? क्या मुझे चेक मिल सकता है? Can I get a check please? Okay. Another phrase is क्या मुझे चेक मिल सकता है? Can I get a check please? मुझे मूंगफली से एलर्जी है. I'm allergic to peanuts. So if you're allergic to anything, you can just use this phrase. मुझे dash the thing which you're allergic to से एलर्जी है. For say you are allergic to peanuts, then you can say it. मुझे peanuts से एलर्जी है. कृपया पानी दें. Please give me some water. Another phrase is कृपया पानी दें. Please give me some water. यह कितने का है? How much is it for? If you want to ask someone that how much it is for, then the phrase is यह कितने का है? यह कितने का है? How much is it for? मैं ये 10 लेना पसंद करूंगा. I would like to have 10 of these. If you like something and you want that in numbers, then this is the phrase for you. मैं ये 10 लेना पसंद करूंगा. I would like to have 10 of these. यह मुझे पसंद है. I like it. If you like something, then this is the phrase. यह मुझे पसंद है. I like it. क्या आप मुझे थोड़ी छूट दे सकते हैं? Can you give me some discount? Okay, so it happens a lot here in India. People give you discounts. So if you want to ask for that, क्या आप मुझे थोड़ी छूट दे सकते हैं? Can you give me some discount? Learn this phrase. This will be helpful for you for your India visit, for sure. क्या मैं क्रेडिट कार्ड से भुगतान कर सकता हूँ? Can I make the payments by using my credit card? Okay, if you want to just inquire that if you can make the payment using your credit card, then this is the phrase. क्या मैं क्रेडिट कार्ड से भुगतान कर सकता हूँ? Can I make the payments by using my credit card? रेलवे स्टेशन कहाँ है? Where is the railway station? If you want to inquire about the railway station, then railway station कहाँ है? Where is the railway station? माफ करना, कितना फेयर है? Excuse me, what is the fare amount? Okay, if you want to inquire about the fare, then माफ करना, कितना फेयर है? Excuse me, what is the fare amount? क्या आप मेरी एक तस्वीर खींच सकते हैं? Can you please take a picture of mine? Okay, so if you want to ask favor from someone that if they come and click your picture, then this is the phrase. क्या आप मेरी एक तस्वीर खींच सकते हैं? Can you please take a picture of mine? So these were the phrases which will be definitely helpful for you if you are visiting India. I hope you learned these phrases and enjoyed this video. If you have any kind of suggestions, please leave your valuable comments or feedback in the comment section. And also like our channel, which is HindiPod 101. You can also visit our website, which is hindipod101.com, and you can find many such videos over there. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be back with more videos. Till then, stay tuned. Goodbye. Take care. Namaste. Greetings everyone, welcome back to HindiPod101.com, the easiest, smartest and quickest way to learn Hindi online. My name is Anuj Khurana and I'm back with yet another lesson to learn more new Hindi words. So today we are going to discuss 20 words you will need for the beach. So let's start. Our first word is धूप का चश्मा, sunglasses. धूप का चश्मा. धूप का चश्मा, which means sunglasses. यह मेरा नया धूप का चश्मा है. These are my new sunglasses. समुद्र तट, beach. Moving on to the next word, which is samundra tat. Samundra tat, which means beach. मुझे समुद्र तट पर जाना बहुत पसंद है. I love going to the beach. तैराकी, swimming. So our next word is तैराकी. तैराकी, which means swimming. तैराकी एक बहुत ही अच्छा व्यायाम है. Swimming is a very good exercise. तैराकी, swimming. सूरज और सूर्य, sun. सूरज, सूरज और सूर्य, which means sun. हिंदू सूर्य भगवान की पूजा करते हैं. Hindus worship sun god. सूर्य और सूरज, which means sun. ताड़ का वृक्ष, palm tree. Our next words are ताड़ का वृक्ष. ताड़ का वृक्ष, which means palm trees. केरला में ताड़ का वृक्ष एक आम दृश्य है. Palm trees are a common sight in Kerala. ताड़ का वृक्ष, palm trees. Seep, seashell. Our next word is seep. Seep, which means seashell. सजावट के लिए सीप को इकट्ठा किया जाता है. Seashells are collected for decoration. Swimming suit, swimming suit. Moving on to the next word, which is swimming suit, which is also known as swimming suit in Hindi. तैराकी के लिए swimming suit होना जरूरी है. A swimming suit is a must for swimming. Mahasagar, ocean. Moving on to the next word, which is Mahasagar. Mahasagar, which means ocean. शार्क मछली महासागर में तैर रही है. The sharks are swimming in the ocean. Mahasagar, ocean. Lifeguard, lifeguard. Our next word is lifeguard, which is also known as lifeguard in Hindi. Lifeguard समुद्र तट पर सुरक्षा के लिए तैनात हैं. Lifeguards are stationed at beach for the protection of people. Lifeguard in Hindi, lifeguard in English. Jet ski is also known as jet ski. Our next word is jet ski, which is again same in Hindi, jet ski. समुद्र तट पर मनोरंजन की गतिविधियों में से एक गतिविधि है jet skiing. Out of many fun activities at beach, jet skiing is one of them. So jet skiing in Hindi, jet skiing in English also. समुद्र तट तौलिया, beach towel. समुद्र तट तौलिया, which means a beach towel. समुद्र तट तौलिया. आपके पास एक समुद्र तट तौलिया होना अनिवार्य है. Is it a must for you to have a beach towel? समुद्र तट पर लगी कुर्सी, beach chair. Our next word is समुद्र तट कुर्सी, which is a beach chair. मेरे पास खुद की एक समुद्र तट कुर्सी है. I have my own beach chair. Ice cream is also known as ice cream. Our next word is ice cream, which is also known as ice cream in Hindi. मुझे आइसक्रीम खाना बहुत पसंद है. I love eating ice cream. रेत का महल, sand castle. Our next word is रेत का महल. रेत का महल, which means sand castle. बच्चों को रेत का महल बनाना बहुत पसंद है. Kids like to make sand castle. रेत का महल, sand castle. ज्वार, tide. Our next word is ज्वार. ज्वार, which means tide. दोपहर के समय समुद्र में ज्वार रहता है. It is a high tide time during afternoon in the sea. ज्वार, tide. धूप से तपन, tan. Moving on to the next word, which is धूप से तपन. धूप से तपन, which means tan in English. उसे धूप का तपन बहुत पसंद है. She likes getting tan in the sun. Snorkeling, snorkeling. Our next word is snorkeling, which means snorkeling in Hindi too. Snorkeling एक बहुत ही प्रमुख गतिविधि है. Snorkeling is a very famous activity. Snorkeling in Hindi, snorkeling in English too. चप्पल, flip flop. Our next word is chappal. Chappal, which means flip flops. गर्मियों में चप्पल काफी आरामदायक होती है. In summers, flip flops are very comfortable. So chappal, flip flops. Sunscreen is known as sunscreen in Hindi. Our next word is sunscreen, which is again sunscreen in Hindi also. गर्मियों में sunscreen अनिवार्य है. Sunscreens are must in summers. So sunscreen in Hindi, sunscreen in English too. Samundra, sea. Our next word is samundra. Samundra, which means sea. उसे समुद्र से बहुत डर लगता है. He is very afraid of sea. Samundra, sea. So that's all from this lesson, and these are the words which are most commonly used whenever you are going to a beach. I hope you learned all these words. I know most of the words are same in English as well as in Hindi. If you liked our video, please click on the like button and subscribe to our channel, which is Hindi Pod. And you can also leave your valuable comments, your feedbacks in the comments section. You can also visit our website, which is hindipod101.com, where you can find many more such lessons in Hindi. I'll be coming back with more Hindi lessons. Till then, stay tuned, take care of yourself. Goodbye. What's up everyone, this is Anuj from Hindi Pod 101, the easiest, smartest and the most fun way of learning Hindi online. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 10 phrases which will help you in case of an emergency. So let's begin. जल्दी से पुलिस को बुलाओ. Call the police immediately. जल्दी से पुलिस को बुलाओ. जल्दी से पुलिस को बुलाओ. Call the police immediately. If you're in such sort of situation where you need the help of the police, you need to use this. जल्दी से पुलिस को बुलाओ. क्या आपको बुखार है? Do you have a fever? Next phrase is क्या आपको बुखार है? क्या आपको बुखार है? Do you have a fever? बुखार is fever. So if you want to ask someone whether the person is sick, then you can ask this. क्या आपको बुखार है? मेरा पासपोर्ट गुम हो गया है. I have lost my passport. This can be a scary situation. मेरा पासपोर्ट गुम हो गया है. मेरा पासपोर्ट गुम हो गया है. I have lost my passport. I hope this doesn't happen to you, but if you're in India and you have lost your passport, then this will be the way to convey this to someone who doesn't understand your language. मेरा पासपोर्ट गुम हो गया है. I have lost my passport. मुझे लग रहा है कि मैंने कुछ गलत खा लिया है. I think I have eaten something bad. Okay, if you have a stomach upset by eating local food, then you can use this. मुझे लग रहा है कि मैंने कुछ गलत खा लिया है. मुझे लग रहा है कि मैंने कुछ गलत खा लिया है. I think I have eaten something bad. Well, if your stomach is not adaptive to spicy food, oily food, this might happen to you when you are traveling to India. मुझे डॉक्टर की जरूरत है. I need a doctor. Another phrase is मुझे डॉक्टर की जरूरत है. मुझे डॉक्टर की जरूरत है. I need the help of a doctor. If you're sick or you need any kind of medication, you can use this phrase. मैं अपने होटल जाने का रास्ता भूल गया हूँ. I've lost the way to go back to my hotel. Okay, if you have lost the way to your hotel, then this is the way to convey it to someone else. मैं अपने होटल जाने का रास्ता भूल गया हूँ. मैं अपने होटल जाने का रास्ता भूल गया हूँ. I've lost the way to go back to my hotel. क्या आप मेरी मदद कर सकते हैं? Can you help me? Another phrase is क्या आप मेरी मदद कर सकते हैं? क्या आप मेरी मदद कर सकते हैं? Can you help me? If you're stuck somewhere and need someone's help, you need to say, क्या आप मेरी मदद कर सकते हैं? मैं खो गया हूँ. I'm lost. If you're lost, then this is the phrase. मैं खो गया हूँ. मैं खो गया हूँ. I'm lost. Simple, but it will be effective if you are lost in a foreign country. मुझे एम्बुलेंस चाहिए. I need an ambulance. मुझे एम्बुलेंस चाहिए. I need an ambulance. मुझे एम्बुलेंस चाहिए. I need an ambulance. मुझे चोट लग गई है. I have injured myself. Another phrase is मुझे चोट लग गई है. मुझे चोट लग गई है. I have injured myself. If you have met an accident, unfortunately, or anything has happened to you, then you need to use this sentence. मुझे चोट लग गई है. Well, these were the phrases which you can use in case of an emergency. They will be helpful, but I wish you don't have to face any sort of situation where you need these phrases. That's all from this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned new phrases. If you have any sort of comments, any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section. I'll be back with more such videos. Till then, stay tuned. Take care of yourself. Goodbye. Namaste.
Want to speak real Hindi from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at HindiPod101.com.
Today, traditional classrooms are no longer the only or even best place to learn a new language. More and more people are finding that they can easily learn a language just about anywhere they have a few minutes of spare time, including their daily commute to work. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the average American spends over 50 minutes a day commuting to and from work, or over 300 hours a year. But rather than simply sitting in traffic and wasting the time, you can instead use your daily commute to literally learn a new language in just a few short months. Our language learning program has specialized learning tools that you can use on your commute to and from the office to master a language in your spare time. What are some reasons traditional classroom settings just aren't the best option for most people in today's fast-paced world? Difficulty getting to and from class. Learning on someone else's schedule. Very expensive and may cost thousands of dollars to complete. Can take years to finally complete classes and learn the language. The simple truth is that traditional classroom instruction is simply not a viable option for most people in today's very fast-paced, time-starved world. Now, let's examine how you can learn a language faster, more easily, and at far less expense than traditional classes, all during your commute to work and back home again. 3 reasons your daily commute can help you master a language in the next year. On average, Americans spend more than 300 hours per year commuting. During the commute to and from work, over 6 hours a week is completely wasted. The time isn't used to help you reach any goals or objectives. But thanks to online language learning platforms with audiobooks and other resources that you can access during your commute, you can easily transform wasted time into progress toward learning a new language. With over 300 hours available annually, your daily commute could provide you with enough time to gain significant skills in a new language each and every year. Increase your earning potential while commuting to work. How would you like to transform all those spare commuting hours each week into more money for a new car, house, or even a dream vacation? According to research, someone making $30,000 per year can boost their annual income by $600 or more per year by learning a second language. Over the course of a lifetime, that's a significant amount. How? From work-at-home translation jobs to working overseas, there are many ways to leverage your second language into more money in your bank account. So instead of wasting your precious time, you can make your commute more productive and eventually profitable. The more languages you learn, the higher your income potential. Repetition is key to mastering a new language. Not sure if it's practical to learn another language while commuting to and from work each day? Well, not only is it possible, learning in your car on the way to and from work each day can actually help you learn and master any language quickly. The simple truth is that repetition is absolutely vital to truly internalizing and mastering any language. So, if you listen to audiobooks or even audio lessons on your commute to work, and then repeat the same lesson on your commute home, the information is more likely to be locked into your long-term memory. Our language learning program has been helping people learn and master language in the comfort of their home, during their daily commute, or any place they have a few spare minutes of time. Here are 5 features of our program that make it easy to learn a new language while commuting to and from work. First, the largest collection of audio lessons on the planet by native speaker instructors. Every single week, native speaker instructors create new audio lessons. All lessons are short, to the point, and guaranteed to improve your mastery of a language. Second, the word of the day. Simply exposing yourself to new information and vocabulary terms helps increase your fluency and mastery of your target language. So every single day, check out the word of the day and memorize it during your commute. It's a quick and easy way to boost your vocabulary every day. Third, daily dose mini lessons. Have a short commute to work but still want to make progress towards learning more than just vocabulary? Not a problem. Our daily dose mini lessons are 1 minute or less and are designed to improve your grammar, conversations, and pronunciation. Fourth, all content is available on a convenient mobile app. You don't need a PC or tablet to learn during your daily commute. Instead, all of our lessons, tools, and resources are available 24/7 via our mobile app. That means you can access all of our audio lessons and other tools during your commute to work or anytime you have a few spare minutes. Fifth, audiobooks and other supplemental resources. In addition to the world's largest online collection of HD audio lessons, our language learning program has audiobooks to enhance your understanding and make it more convenient than ever to learn a language during your commute. The average commute time of most Americans is over 300 hours each year, and it's the perfect opportunity to learn and master a new language. Use the dead time during your daily commute to learn a new language and potentially boost your lifetime earnings. Whatever your motivation, our language learning program has the tools and resources necessary to help you learn a new language each year during your commute to and from work. So, if you're ready to finally learn a new language the fast, fun, and easy way, sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Signing up takes less than 30 seconds, and you'll start speaking from your very first lesson. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye!
In this series, we're going to learn basic Hindi expressions. It's super easy and it only takes 3 minutes. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Hindi. There are only 2 sentences you need to know. Namaste, मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. Hi, my name is Prerna. Nice to meet you. Start by saying Namaste. Then say मेरा नाम, then your name, and then say है. Please repeat after me. Namaste. मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है. Finally, say आप से मिलकर खुशी हुई. Together we have Namaste. मेरा नाम प्रेरणा है. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. Let's take a closer look at the first sentence. The first word is Namaste. Namaste in Hindi is equivalent to hello, which can be used at any time of the day. Next is Mera. The word Mera means my. This is a way to refer to yourself, which can be used by both men and women. Next, we have Naam. The word Naam means name. Then you say your name. And finally, we have hai. Hai is attached to the end of the sentence and literally means to exist. In the first sentence, we have the construction Mera plus Naam plus your name plus hai. The structure of simple Hindi sentences is different from English. In Hindi, the word order is subject, object, verb. The second sentence we have is आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई can be used by both men and women. It means nice to meet you. It's used when meeting someone for the first time. आप से मिलकर खुशी हुई. आप से मिलकर खुशी हुई. Now it's time for Prerna's points. Indian people don't generally shake hands. You're better off using the Namaste gesture. However, in a business situation, you might want to use a handshake. Shaking hands is more common in big cities where Western customs are more familiar. In the last lesson, we learned how to introduce ourselves in Hindi. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to use good manners when we thank people. क्या आप तैयार हैं? Are you ready? तो चलिए शुरू करें. So let's begin. There are several ways to thank someone, but let's start with the easiest. It's just one word. Dhanyavad. Dhanyavad. Dhanyavad means thank you. You can emphasize dhanyavad by adding bahut, which means very much. So it becomes bahut dhanyavad. Bahut dhanyavad. In Hindi, there are other ways to express one's gratitude. Dhanyavad comes from Sanskrit and it sounds quite formal. That's why some people prefer to use Urdu expressions, which are felt to be more colloquial. A more colloquial expression for thank you in Hindi is shukriya. Shukriya can also be preceded by bahut, which means very much. Bahut shukriya. Bahut shukriya. So now you have learned how to say thank you in Hindi. But how will you reply if someone else says thank you to you? In Hindi, your welcome is sometimes expressed as swagat hai. The expression swagat hai means welcome. Swagat hai. You can also respond to someone who has thanked you by using another expression. This is koi baat nahi, which literally means it's nothing. Koi baat nahi. So, when someone says dhanyavad to you, you can simply reply with swagat hai or koi baat nahi. Now it's time for Prerna's points. Just as with the expressions for thank you and please, Indians do not always use you're welcome in everyday situations. It's a concept literally translated from English. Native speakers often show politeness simply by using polite pronouns and verb forms while speaking. In the last lesson, we learned how to show gratitude to people by saying dhanyavad. In this lesson, we'll learn some of the most common greetings used in India. क्या आप तैयार हैं? Are you ready? तो चलिए शुरू करें. So, let's begin. Let's start with a greeting you're sure to have heard before. Namaste. This is a word that is so closely associated with India and Indian culture that it has become famous all over the world. Namaste. Namaste. The word namaste is made out of two Sanskrit words, nama and te, which have been joined to mean I salute you. We use namaste as a formal as well as a friendly greeting. It's used when people meet at any time of the day, morning, noon, or evening. A slightly more formal variation on namaste, which you may or may not have heard before, is namaskar. Namaskar. Use this and you'll surely impress your Indian friends. In Hindi, using different greetings for each time of the day is not very common. When talking with friends, we usually just use the English phrases. But there are equivalent Hindi versions. They're just not used that often. If you meet someone before noon, you can say Suprabhat. Suprabhat. For later in the day, you can say Shubh Sandhya. Shubh Sandhya. But for most of the time, you can just say Namaste and not worry about it. As we learned in this lesson, Namaste can mean both hello and goodbye. However, this is not the only way of saying goodbye in Hindi. A parting expression that we can use for all occasions is Fir milenge, which means see you. Fir milenge. Fir milenge. The first word fir means again, and the second word milenge means we will meet. Let's look at one more expression, alvida. Alvida is an Urdu word which means goodbye. Alvida. It is an appropriate choice when parting for a long time. Now, it's time for Prerna's points. The easiest way of saying your goodbyes in Hindi is by using Namaste. take a slight bow with folded hands and say Namaste. Namaste and Namaskar both come from Sanskrit and mean something like I honor you or I bow to you. In the last lesson, we learned the most common forms of greeting in Hindi. Do you remember them? In this lesson, we are going to learn a very useful phrase. Do you speak English? If you find yourself in a situation where you need assistance in English, this phrase can be a lifesaver. And because you're asking it in Hindi, you can be sure that everyone will understand what you are saying, even if their answer is no. Let's start with a formal expression. First, though, we need to make a note that in Hindi, verbs change depending on the number and gender of the noun. So, when asking a man if he speaks English, you would say, क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? But to ask a woman if she speaks English, you'd say, क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलती हैं? क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलती हैं? Let's have a closer look at this sentence by breaking it down. क्या? Kya is a question marker which comes at the beginning of the sentence. Next is aap. Aap means you. This is the respectful word for you and is used in formal situations. You should always use it with people you don't know or with elders. Next we have Angrezi. Angrezi means English. Next is bolte. Bolte means to speak. It is used when the subject is masculine. Use bolti when the subject is feminine. And finally, hai. Hai is a sentence ending particle used with a formal you. Once more, for a man, it's क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? And for women, क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलती हैं? क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलती हैं? We are now going to make this sentence informal. First, we need to use the informal version of you, which is tum. If we change the word for you, we will also change the sentence ending particle to ho. Everything else stays the same. When speaking to younger people, it's acceptable to use the informal form. In which case, you will say, क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलते हो? To ask a young man or a boy. Or, क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलती हो? To ask a young woman or a girl. Again, for a boy, क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलते हो? And for a girl, क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलती हो? The responses you will receive could be one of these three. हाँ, yes, हाँ, थोड़ी बहुत, a little, थोड़ी बहुत, नहीं, no I don't, नहीं. Now, let's review one more time. To ask a man in a formal situation if he knows English, we would say, क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? To ask a woman in a formal situation if she knows English, we would say, क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलती हैं? To ask a man in an informal situation if he knows English, we would say, क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलते हो? To ask a woman in an informal situation if she knows English, we would say, क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलती हो? Now it's time for Prerna's points. India was once, for a long time, part of the British Empire. And so today, English is one of the national languages of India. When visiting tourist areas, you're sure to meet many people who can communicate with you in English. Still, a large part of the population can't understand English, and you can never go wrong if you learn the local language. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to apologize in Hindi. There are a number of ways to apologize, but in a formal situation, you should use माफ कीजिए. माफ कीजिए. The first word, maaf, literally means forgive, and कीजिए is a polite form of the verb meaning please do. Thus, this expression actually means something like forgive me, please. Now let's hear it again. माफ कीजिए. You use माफ कीजिए when you might have said or done something offensive, wrong, or embarrassing. Sometimes you'll also hear people say क्षमा कीजिए. क्षमा कीजिए. This means please excuse me or I'm sorry. In Hindi, we have many synonyms for a single expression, usually a more colloquial Urdu form and a Sanskrit form, which is used in more formal situations. This is the case with I'm sorry as well. Maaf kijiye is the Urdu form and the corresponding Sanskrit form in Hindi is Kshama kijiye. The informal way to say I'm sorry is maaf karo. Maaf karo. Similarly, we could also say Kshama karo. Kshama karo. Let's review. Maaf kijiye or Kshama kijiye is a formal I'm sorry or excuse me. Maaf karo or Kshama karo is the informal I'm sorry or excuse me. These are all versatile phrases with a few different meanings depending on the situation. Whether you're trying to get someone's attention for a question, or making your way through a crowded area, or apologizing for stepping on someone's foot, these are all phrases you could use. Now, what if someone says maaf kijiye or kshama kijiye to you after having done something wrong? How would you respond? In this case, you could say koi baat nahi. Koi baat nahi. This means something like it doesn't matter. Koi baat nahi. Now it's time for Prerna's points. If someone bumps into you on the streets in India, don't expect an excuse me, especially in the big cities. Big crowds are very common and so is bumping into each other. Indians are usually very friendly people, but this does not seem like something worthy of an apology. Unless someone pushes you over so hard you fall on the ground, keep walking.
When learning a new language, we sometimes have a hard time with things like procrastination, discouragement, or failure. But don't panic. With a good strategy, you'll be able to overcome these difficulties. Are you ready to discover the 4 habits of successful learners? Number 1, optimize your time. When learning a language, it's important to dedicate time to your studies regularly, even if sometimes it's difficult. You're busy with school, work, family, or friends, but you can spread out your learning throughout the day. Study whenever you have small gaps of time in your busy schedule. This can be when you're on the metro, on your lunch break, or while you're exercising. Our podcast learning format fits perfectly into your tight schedule. Number 2, consistency with your chosen method. There are a lot of options when it comes to courses and learning materials. Switching from one method to another can confuse you and disrupt your progress. Focusing on one learning method will make a difference. Our method has been created and optimized by real teachers, so you can stick to it with confidence. Number 3, use your language background. Many languages share some commonalities. You can find words that look or sound similar, or even share the same grammar structure. A little bit of language background will give you an edge while learning. Number 4, study continuously. People are excited when they start learning a new language. The enthusiasm usually lasts until the first roadblock. This can lead to discouragement and procrastination. But don't burn yourself out. Learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't try to learn it all at once. Break things down into more digestible chunks. Learning step by step might feel slow, but it's an efficient way to learn a language. With patience, motivation, and good resources, you'll master the language. Remember, you can't learn a language overnight, but with motivation and these daily lessons, you'll be on the road to fluency. Give it a try now. Sign up for your account. Just click the link in the description. Want to speed up your language learning? Get access to all of our best PDF cheat sheets for free. Just click the link in the description and sign up for your free lifetime account right now.
Sign here, please. कृपया यहाँ साइन कीजिए. कृपया यहाँ साइन कीजिए. I'd like to make a deposit. मैं पैसे जमा करना चाहती हूँ. मैं पैसे जमा करना चाहती हूँ. Go back. वापस जाओ. वापस जाओ. Are there any annual charges with this account? क्या इस खाते पर कोई सालाना चार्ज है? क्या इस खाते पर कोई सालाना चार्ज है?
I'd like to open an account.
मैं एक खाता खोलना चाहती हूँ। मैं एक खाता खोलना चाहती हूँ।
Can I have a receipt, please?
क्या मुझे रसीद मिल सकती है? क्या मुझे रसीद मिल सकती है?
Can I have a bag, please?
क्या एक बैग मिलेगा? क्या एक बैग मिलेगा?
I'll take one of this.
मुझे यह एक चाहिए। मुझे यह एक चाहिए।
What's that?
वो क्या है? वो क्या है?
What's this?
यह क्या है? यह क्या है?
Can you come back later?
क्या आप बाद में आ सकते हो? क्या आप बाद में आ सकते हो?
Sorry, we're completely booked.
सॉरी, बुकिंग फुल है। सॉरी, बुकिंग फुल है।
I'm afraid I can't make it.
मुझे अफसोस है पर मैं नहीं आ पाऊंगी। मुझे अफसोस है पर मैं नहीं आ पाऊंगी।
I forgive you.
मैं आपको माफ़ करती हूँ। मैं आपको माफ़ करती हूँ।
And you?
और आप? और आप?
I'm fine.
मैं ठीक हूँ। मैं ठीक हूँ।
Good night.
शुभ रात्रि। शुभ रात्रि।
Good afternoon.
नमस्ते। नमस्ते।
Bye-bye.
बाय बाय। बाय बाय।
It takes about 30 minutes by train.
ट्रेन से लगभग 30 मिनट लगते हैं। ट्रेन से लगभग 30 मिनट लगते हैं।
I want a bottle of water.
मुझे पानी के लिए एक बोतल चाहिए। मुझे पानी के लिए एक बोतल चाहिए।
I live in Los Angeles.
मैं लॉस एंजलिस में रहती हूँ। मैं लॉस एंजलिस में रहती हूँ।
My vacation starts in 2 weeks.
मेरी छुट्टी 2 सप्ताह में शुरू हो जाएगी। मेरी छुट्टी 2 सप्ताह में शुरू हो जाएगी।
I've changed.
मैं बदल गई हूँ। मैं बदल गई हूँ।
I won't do it again.
मैं दोबारा नहीं करूंगा। मैं दोबारा नहीं करूंगा।
This weekend I'm going to the movies.
इस सप्ताह अंत मैं फिल्म देखने जा रही हूँ। इस सप्ताह अंत मैं फिल्म देखने जा रही हूँ।
What are you doing this weekend?
तुम इस सप्ताह अंत क्या कर रहे हो? तुम इस सप्ताह अंत क्या कर रहे हो?
I'll have time next week.
मेरे पास अगले सप्ताह समय होगा। मेरे पास अगले सप्ताह समय होगा।
I'm busy this week.
मैं इस सप्ताह व्यस्त हूँ। मैं इस सप्ताह व्यस्त हूँ।
You're handsome.
तुम सुंदर हो। तुम सुंदर हो.
I love you.
मैं तुमसे प्यार करता हूँ. मैं तुमसे प्यार करता हूँ.
I'm having a great time.
मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है.
Would you like to dance?
तुम नाचना चाहोगे? तुम नाचना चाहोगे?
Where do you want to go?
तुम कहाँ जाना चाहते हो? तुम कहाँ जाना चाहते हो?
You look great.
तुम बहुत अच्छी लग रही हो. तुम बहुत अच्छी लग रही हो.
Do you like it?
तुम्हें यह पसंद है? तुम्हें यह पसंद है?
It looks great.
यह बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. यह बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है.
I have no money.
मेरे पास पैसे नहीं हैं. मेरे पास पैसे नहीं हैं.
I want to go here.
मैं यहाँ जाना चाहती हूँ. मैं यहाँ जाना चाहती हूँ.
I'm looking for this place.
मैं इस जगह के लिए देख रही हूँ. मैं इस जगह के लिए देख रही हूँ.
Does this hurt?
क्या यह दुखता है? क्या यह दुखता है?
I have a cough.
मुझे खांसी है. मुझे खांसी है.
I have a stomach ache.
मुझे पेट दर्द है. मुझे पेट दर्द है.
I have a headache.
मुझे सिर दर्द है. मुझे सिर दर्द है.
I have a fever.
मुझे बुखार है. मुझे बुखार है.
It's already full.
यह पहले से ही भरी हुई है. यह पहले से ही भरी हुई है.
About 2 weeks.
लगभग 2 हफ्ते. लगभग 2 हफ्ते.
Is there something wrong?
क्या कुछ गड़बड़ है? क्या कुछ गड़बड़ है?
I'm here to visit family.
मैं यहाँ परिवार से मिलने आई हूँ. मैं यहाँ परिवार से मिलने आई हूँ.
I'm here on business.
मैं काम से यहाँ हूँ. मैं काम से यहाँ हूँ.
I'll stay at the Central Hotel.
मैं सेंट्रल होटल में रहूँगी. मैं सेंट्रल होटल में रहूँगी.
Have you ever been here before?
क्या आप यहाँ कभी पहले गए हैं? क्या आप यहाँ कभी पहले गए हैं?
It will snow on Friday.
शुक्रवार को बर्फ पड़ेगी. शुक्रवार को बर्फ पड़ेगी.
Want to speak real Hindi from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at HindiPod101.com. I'm sorry.
मुझे क्षमा करें. मुझे क्षमा करें.
Don't worry.
चिंता न करें। चिंता न करें।
It's okay.
ये ठीक है। ये ठीक है।
Please.
कृपया। कृपया।
Please forgive me.
कृपया मुझे क्षमा कीजिए। कृपया मुझे क्षमा कीजिए।
I really appreciate it.
वास्तव में मैं इसकी सराहना करती हूँ। वास्तव में मैं इसकी सराहना करती हूँ।
Thank you.
धन्यवाद। धन्यवाद।
You're welcome.
कोई बात नहीं। कोई बात नहीं।
Make yourself at home.
आराम से बैठिए। आराम से बैठिए।
Hello.
नमस्ते। नमस्ते।
Good morning.
सुप्रभात। सुप्रभात।
Goodbye.
अलविदा। अलविदा।
Long time no see.
बहुत दिनों से मुलाकात नहीं हुई। बहुत दिनों से मुलाकात नहीं हुई।
Good evening.
शुभ संध्या। शुभ संध्या।
Sorry to keep you waiting.
माफ करना, आपको इंतजार करना पड़ा। माफ करना, आपको इंतजार करना पड़ा।
Wait a moment.
यात्रा के लिए। यात्रा के लिए।
Hello?
व्यस्त फोन लाइन। व्यस्त फोन लाइन।
Awesome.
बहुत प्रभावशाली। बहुत प्रभावशाली।
Delicious.
स्वादिष्ट। स्वादिष्ट।
I like it.
मुझे यह पसंद है। मुझे यह पसंद है।
I don't like it.
मुझे ये पसंद नहीं है। मुझे ये पसंद नहीं है।
How are you?
आप कैसे हैं? आप कैसे हैं?
Nice to meet you.
आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई। आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई।
I'm good.
मैं अच्छी हूँ। मैं अच्छी हूँ।
What time is it?
कितने बजे हैं? कितने बजे हैं?
Help.
मदद करो। मदद करो।
Really?
सच में? सच में?
Slower, please.
कृपया धीरे धीरे। कृपया धीरे धीरे।
I don't understand.
मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा। मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा।
Once again, please.
कृपया एक बार फिर से। कृपया एक बार फिर से।
It's difficult.
यह कठिन है। यह कठिन है।
How have you been?
आप कैसे हैं? आप कैसे हैं?
This is for you.
यह आपके लिए है। यह आपके लिए है।
What's your phone number?
आपका फ़ोन नंबर क्या है? आपका फ़ोन नंबर क्या है?
How old are you?
आपकी उम्र कितनी है? आपकी उम्र कितनी है?
Where are you from?
आप कहाँ से हो? आप कहाँ से हो?
What is it?
वह क्या है? वह क्या है?
Do you have any identification?
क्या आपके पास कोई पहचान पत्र है? क्या आपके पास कोई पहचान पत्र है?
Ready to start?
क्या आप तैयार हो? क्या आप तैयार हो?
We'll give you a call.
हम आपको कॉल करेंगे। हम आपको कॉल करेंगे।
I'll leave it up to you.
आपको जैसे ठीक लगे। आपको जैसे ठीक लगे।
Is the water too cold?
क्या पानी बहुत ठंडा है? क्या पानी बहुत ठंडा है?
Is this your first time with us?
क्या आप यहाँ पहली बार आ रहे हैं? क्या आप यहाँ पहली बार आ रहे हैं?
It takes 3 to 5 business days.
3 से 5 व्यावसायिक दिन लगेंगे। 3 से 5 व्यावसायिक दिन लगेंगे।
Could I have a statement, please?
क्या एक स्टेटमेंट मिल सकता है? क्या एक स्टेटमेंट मिल सकता है?
I'd like to exchange money.
मैं पैसे एक्सचेंज करना चाहती हूँ। मैं पैसे एक्सचेंज करना चाहती हूँ।
I'd like to make a withdrawal.
मैं पैसे निकालना चाहती हूँ। मैं पैसे निकालना चाहती हूँ।
In this video, you will learn 20 of the most common words and phrases in Hindi. Hi everybody, my name is Venus. Welcome to the 800 Core Hindi Words and Phrases video series. This series will teach you the 800 most common words and phrases in Hindi. But there's a twist. With each new lesson in this series, we will include the previous lesson at the end. So after you learn the new words and phrases, stick around and review what you learned in previous lessons. Reviewing is one of the most important parts of learning a language. You can also get the full list right now at hindipod101.com. Click the link in the description to access more example sentences, create your own flashcard deck, and finally master Hindi. Okay, let's get started. First is Namaste. Hello. Namaste. Namaste. Hello. लोगों ने नमस्ते कहा। The people said hello. लोगों ने नमस्ते कहा। कृपया, प्लीज, कृपया, प्लीज, कृपया, प्लीज, कृपया थोड़ी देर इंतजार करें। Please wait for a moment. कृपया थोड़ी देर इंतजार करें। माफ कीजिए. I'm sorry. माफ कीजिए. माफ कीजिए. I'm sorry. माफ कीजिए, वह अभी यहाँ नहीं है. I'm sorry, he is not here right now. माफ कीजिए, वह अभी यहाँ नहीं है. शुभ रात्रि. गुड नाइट. शुभ रात्रि. शुभ रात्रि. गुड नाइट. शुभ रात्रि दोस्तों. गुड नाइट माय फ्रेंड्स. शुभ रात्रि दोस्तों. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. नाइस टू मीट यू. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. नाइस टू मीट यू. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई सर. नाइस टू मीट यू सर. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई सर. आप कैसे हैं? हाउ आर यू? आप कैसे हैं? आप कैसे हैं? हाउ आर यू? नमस्कार, आप कैसे हैं? हेलो, हाउ आर यू? नमस्कार, आप कैसे हैं? हाँ. यस. हाँ. हाँ. यस. जी हाँ, मैं ये करूँगा. यस, I'll do it. जी हाँ, मैं ये करूँगा. नहीं. नो. नहीं. नहीं. नो. नहीं, धन्यवाद. नो थैंक्स. नहीं, धन्यवाद. धन्यवाद. थैंक यू. धन्यवाद. धन्यवाद. थैंक यू. मेरी मदद करने के लिए धन्यवाद. थैंक यू फॉर हेल्पिंग मी. मेरी मदद करने के लिए धन्यवाद. मैं हूँ. I'm. मैं हूँ. मैं हूँ. I'm. मैं जॉन हूँ. I'm जॉन. मैं जॉन हूँ. अलविदा. गुड बाय. अलविदा. अलविदा. गुड बाय. अलविदा कहना मुश्किल होता है. It's hard to say goodbye. अलविदा कहना मुश्किल होता है. बुरा. बैड. बुरा. बुरा. बैड. वह आदमी बुरा है. That man is bad. वह आदमी बुरा है. अच्छा. गुड. अच्छा. अच्छा. गुड. सब्जियां आपके लिए अच्छी होती हैं. Vegetables are good for you. सब्जियां आपके लिए अच्छी होती हैं। खूबसूरत, pretty, खूबसूरत, खूबसूरत, pretty। आप बहुत खूबसूरत हैं। You are very pretty. आप बहुत खूबसूरत हैं। बदसूरत, ugly, बदसूरत, बदसूरत, ugly। वह एक बहुत बदसूरत कुत्ता है। That is a very ugly dog. वह एक बहुत बदसूरत कुत्ता है। आसान, easy, आसान, आसान, easy। अंग्रेजी आसान है। English is easy. अंग्रेजी आसान है। कठिन, difficult, कठिन, कठिन, difficult। बुधवार की परीक्षा कठिन होगी। Wednesday's test will be difficult. बुधवार की परीक्षा कठिन होगी। पास, near, पास, पास, near। मैं विश्वविद्यालय के पास रहता हूँ। I live near the university. मैं विश्वविद्यालय के पास रहता हूँ। दूर, far, दूर, दूर, far। स्टेशन यहाँ से दूर है। The station is far from here. स्टेशन यहाँ से दूर है। छोटा, small, छोटा, छोटा, small। कार छोटी है लेकिन बहुत शक्तिशाली है। The car is small but it's very powerful. कार छोटी है लेकिन बहुत शक्तिशाली है। Well done! In this lesson, you expanded your vocabulary and learned 20 new useful words. Click the link in the description and sign up for free at hindipod101.com to get access to the full list of vocabulary you need for daily life conversations. You will also get example sentences, custom flashcard decks, and more learning resources. See you next time. Alvida.
Want to speed up your language learning? Get access to all of our best PDF cheat sheets for free. Just click the link in the description and sign up for your free lifetime account right now.
A table for 5.
5 के लिए एक मेज। 5 के लिए एक मेज।
Absolutely.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
All right.
ठीक है, ठीक है।
Are you all right?
क्या तुम ठीक हो? क्या तुम ठीक हो?
Are you on Facebook?
क्या आप फेसबुक पर हैं? क्या आप फेसबुक पर हैं?
Awesome.
बहुत प्रभावशाली। बहुत प्रभावशाली।
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
बाय 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 बाय
Can I borrow this?
क्या मैं यह थोड़ी देर के लिए ले सकता हूँ? क्या मैं यह थोड़ी देर के लिए ले सकता हूँ?
Can I have a bag, please?
क्या एक बैग मिलेगा? क्या एक बैग मिलेगा?
Can I have a receipt, please?
क्या मुझे रसीद मिल सकती है? क्या मुझे रसीद मिल सकती है?
Can I sit here?
क्या मैं यहाँ बैठ सकता हूँ? क्या मैं यहाँ बैठ सकता हूँ?
Can I try it on?
क्या मैं इसे पहनकर देख सकता हूँ? क्या मैं इसे पहनकर देख सकता हूँ?
Can you download this file?
क्या आप इस फाइल को डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं? क्या आप इस फाइल को डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं?
Check.
जांच करें जांच करें
Congratulations.
बधाई हो बधाई हो
Could I have your attention, please?
कृपया ध्यान दीजिए कृपया ध्यान दीजिए
Delicious.
स्वादिष्ट स्वादिष्ट
Do you need anything?
क्या आपको कुछ चाहिए? क्या आपको कुछ चाहिए?
Do you speak English?
क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं?
Do you understand?
क्या आप समझते हैं? क्या आप समझते हैं?
Does this bus go to?
क्या ये बस को जाती है? क्या ये बस को जाती है?
Don't do it.
ऐसा मत करो ऐसा मत करो
Don't mention it.
शुक्रिया बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है शुक्रिया बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है
Don't worry.
चिंता न करें चिंता न करें
Everything is great.
सब कुछ बहुत बढ़िया है सब कुछ बहुत बढ़िया है
Excuse me, do you know where the is?
माफ कीजिए क्या आप बता सकते हैं कि कहाँ है माफ कीजिए क्या आप बता सकते हैं कि कहाँ है
Excuse me.
क्षमा करें क्षमा करें Go straight ahead.
सीधे चले जाइए सीधे चले जाइए
Good afternoon.
नमस्ते नमस्ते
Good evening.
शुभ संध्या शुभ संध्या
Good morning.
सुप्रभात सुप्रभात
Good night.
शुभ रात्रि शुभ रात्रि
Goodbye.
अलविदा अलविदा
Happy birthday.
जन्मदिन मुबारक हो जन्मदिन मुबारक हो
Hello.
नमस्ते नमस्ते
Help.
मदद करो मदद करो
Hi.
नमस्ते नमस्ते
Hold on.
रुको रुको
How are you?
आप कैसे हैं आप कैसे हैं
How do I get to the?
मैं तक कैसे पहुंच सकता हूं? मैं तक कैसे पहुंच सकता हूं?
How do you do?
आप कैसे हैं आप कैसे हैं
How do you pronounce this?
इसका उच्चारण कैसे करते हैं? इसका उच्चारण कैसे करते हैं?
How have you been?
आप कैसे हैं आप कैसे हैं
How is it?
यह कैसा है यह कैसा है
How is your mother?
आपकी मां कैसी है? आपकी मां कैसी है?
How long will you stay?
आप कब तक रहने वाले हैं? आप कब तक रहने वाले हैं?
How many people are there in your family?
आपके परिवार में कितने लोग हैं आपके परिवार में कितने लोग हैं
How much is it to?
तक के लिए कितना तक के लिए कितना
How much is this?
यह कितने का है यह कितने का है
How much?
कितना हुआ? कितना हुआ?
How old are you?
आपकी उम्र क्या है? आपकी उम्र क्या है?
How is your day?
आपका दिन कैसा था आपका दिन कैसा था
How's the weather?
मौसम कैसा है मौसम कैसा है
Hurry up.
जल्दी करो जल्दी करो
I don't like it.
मुझे ये पसंद नहीं है मुझे ये पसंद नहीं है
I don't understand.
मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा
I like it.
मुझे यह पसंद है। मुझे यह पसंद है।
I live in.
मैं में रहता हूं। मैं में रहता हूं।
I lost my phone.
मेरा फोन खो गया था। मेरा फोन खो गया था।
I need.
मुझे चाहिए मुझे चाहिए
I need to go to the.
मुझे जाना होगा। मुझे जाना होगा।
I understand.
मैं समझ गया। मैं समझ गया।
I'd like this.
मुझे ये पसंद है मुझे ये पसंद है
I'll have this.
मैं यह लूंगी मैं यह लूंगी
I'll have time next week.
मेरे पास अगले सप्ताह समय होगा मेरे पास अगले सप्ताह समय होगा।
I'm.
मैं हूँ। मैं हूँ।
I'm allergic to shrimp.
मुझे चिनराट से एलर्जी है। मुझे चिनराट से एलर्जी है।
I'm at home.
मैं घर पर हूँ। मैं घर पर हूँ।
I'm busy this week.
मैं इस सप्ताह व्यस्त हूँ। मैं इस सप्ताह व्यस्त हूँ।
I'm fine.
मैं ठीक हूँ। मैं ठीक हूँ।
I'm from.
मैं से हूँ। मैं से हूँ।
I'm full.
मैं पूरी भरी हुई हूँ। मैं पूरी भरी हुई हूँ।
I'm good.
मैं अच्छी हूँ। मैं अच्छी हूँ।
I'm hungry.
मुझे भूख लगी है। मुझे भूख लगी है।
I'm looking forward to working with you.
मुझे आपके साथ काम करके खुशी होगी। मुझे आपके साथ काम करके खुशी होगी।
I'm sorry I'm late.
माफ कीजिए, मुझे देर हो गई। माफ कीजिए, मुझे देर हो गई।
I'm sorry.
मुझे क्षमा करें। मुझे क्षमा करें।
Is that it?
क्या ऐसा है? क्या ऐसा है?
Is that far from here?
क्या यहां से दूर है? क्या यहां से दूर है?
Is there a near here?
क्या यहां पास में है? क्या यहां पास में है?
It was nice to meet you.
आपसे मिलकर अच्छा लगा। आपसे मिलकर अच्छा लगा।
It's difficult. यह कठिन है। यह कठिन है।
It's okay.
ये ठीक है। ये ठीक है।
It's really good.
यह सचमुच में अच्छा है। यह सचमुच में अच्छा है।
It's sunny.
धूप है। धूप है।
It's true.
यह सच है। यह सच है।
I've heard a lot about you.
मैंने आपके बारे में बहुत सुना है। मैंने आपके बारे में बहुत सुना है।
Just a minute, please.
कृपया बस एक मिनट। कृपया बस एक मिनट।
Long time no see.
बहुत दिनों से मुलाकात नहीं हुई। बहुत दिनों से मुलाकात नहीं हुई।
Make yourself at home.
आराम से बैठिए। आराम से बैठिए।
May I help you?
ये लीजिए। ये लीजिए।
May I sit here?
क्या मैं यहाँ बैठ जाऊं? क्या मैं यहाँ बैठ जाऊं?
My mother is well.
मेरी माँ ठीक है। मेरी माँ ठीक है।
My name is.
मेरा नाम है। मेरा नाम है।
Nice to meet you.
आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई। आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई।
No problem.
कोई बात नहीं। कोई बात नहीं।
No.
नहीं नहीं
Of course not.
बिल्कुल नहीं। बिल्कुल नहीं।
Of course.
बेशक। बेशक।
Once again, please.
कृपया एक बार फिर से। कृपया एक बार फिर से।
Please forgive me.
कृपया मुझे क्षमा कीजिए। कृपया मुझे क्षमा कीजिए।
Please have a seat.
कृपया बैठिए। कृपया बैठिए।
Please write it down.
कृपया इसे लिखिए। कृपया इसे लिखिए। Please.
कृपया। कृपया।
Really?
सच में? सच में?
Same for me.
मेरे लिए भी। मेरे लिए भी।
Shut up.
चुप रहो। चुप रहो।
Slower, please.
कृपया धीरे धीरे। कृपया धीरे धीरे।
So, what's new?
तो क्या नया है? तो क्या नया है?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
माफ करना आपको इंतजार करना पड़ा। माफ करना आपको इंतजार करना पड़ा।
Sounds great.
अच्छा लगता है। अच्छा लगता है।
Stop here, please.
कृपया यहाँ रुकिए। कृपया यहाँ रुकिए।
Thank you very much.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you.
धन्यवाद। धन्यवाद।
Thanks.
धन्यवाद। धन्यवाद।
That jacket looks nice on you.
वह जैकेट आप पर जच रहा है। वह जैकेट आप पर जच रहा है।
This is for you.
यह आपके लिए है। यह आपके लिए है।
This weekend I'm going to the movies.
इस सप्ताह अंत मैं फिल्म देखने जा रही हूँ। इस सप्ताह अंत मैं फिल्म देखने जा रही हूँ।
Welcome.
आपका स्वागत है। आपका स्वागत है।
We're meeting someone.
हमारा शाम 7 बजे के लिए एक आरक्षण है। हमारा शाम 7 बजे के लिए एक आरक्षण है।
What are you doing here?
तुम यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो? तुम यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो?
What are you doing this weekend?
तुम इस सप्ताह अंत क्या कर रहे हो? तुम इस सप्ताह अंत क्या कर रहे हो?
What are you doing?
आप क्या कर रहे हैं? आप क्या कर रहे हैं?
What do you do?
आप क्या करते हैं? आप क्या करते हैं?
What do you feel like eating?
आपका क्या खाने का मन हो रहा है? आपका क्या खाने का मन हो रहा है?
What do you recommend?
आप क्या सलाह देंगे? आप क्या सलाह देंगे?
What do you want?
तुम्हें क्या चाहिए? तुम्हें क्या चाहिए?
What happened?
क्या हुआ? क्या हुआ?
What time does it open?
यह किस समय खुलता है? यह किस समय खुलता है?
What time is it?
कितने बजे हैं? कितने बजे हैं?
What would you like to drink?
आप क्या पीना पसंद करेंगे? आप क्या पीना पसंद करेंगे?
What's for dinner?
रात के खाने के लिए क्या है? रात के खाने के लिए क्या है?
What's the next stop?
अगला स्टॉप क्या है? अगला स्टॉप क्या है?
What's the temperature?
तापमान क्या है? तापमान क्या है?
What's this?
यह क्या है? यह क्या है?
What's wrong?
क्या हुआ? क्या हुआ?
What's your favorite website?
आपकी सबसे पसंदीदा वेबसाइट कौन सी है? आपकी सबसे पसंदीदा वेबसाइट कौन सी है?
What's your name?
आपका नाम क्या है? आपका नाम क्या है?
When is your birthday?
आपका जन्मदिन कब है? आपका जन्मदिन कब है?
When will the plane leave?
विमान कब जाएगा? विमान कब जाएगा?
Where are we going?
हम कहाँ जा रहे हैं? हम कहाँ जा रहे हैं?
Where are you from?
आप कहाँ से हो? आप कहाँ से हो?
Where do you live?
आप कहाँ रहते हैं? आप कहाँ रहते हैं?
Where do you work?
तुम कहाँ काम करते हो? तुम कहाँ काम करते हो?
Where is it?
वह कहाँ है? वह कहाँ है?
Where is the?
कहाँ है? कहाँ है?
Where is the bathroom?
स्नान घर कहाँ है? स्नान घर कहाँ है?
Who is it?
कौन बोल रहा है? कौन बोल रहा है?
Who's going?
कौन जा रहा है? कौन जा रहा है?
Who's there?
वहाँ कौन है? वहाँ कौन है?
Why are you late?
आपको देर क्यों हुई? आपको देर क्यों हुई?
Yes, I do.
हाँ, मैं करता हूँ. हाँ, मैं करता हूँ.
Yes.
हाँ. हाँ.
You have good taste.
आपकी पसंद अच्छी है. आपकी पसंद अच्छी है.
You look gorgeous.
तुम बहुत ही सुंदर लग रही हो. तुम बहुत ही सुंदर लग रही हो.
Your smile is beautiful.
तुम्हारी मुस्कान सुंदर है. तुम्हारी मुस्कान सुंदर है.
You're handsome.
तुम सुंदर हो. तुम सुंदर हो.
You're smart.
तुम समझदार हो. तुम समझदार हो.
You're welcome.
कोई बात नहीं. कोई बात नहीं.
Hi, welcome to Introduction to Hindi. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Venus. In this series, you will learn everything you need to know to get started learning Hindi.
That's right, and we're here to help guide you through your journey. In this lesson, you'll learn the reasons why you should start learning a new language, why you should specifically learn Hindi, and how to get started. There are countless reasons, but perhaps the biggest one of all is that it could actually change your life. Learning a new language unlocks new pathways that are off limits to you now. There are certain things that you simply cannot do without having the technical or cultural skills that come from learning a new language.
Like working or living in another country.
Knowing another language provides you with greater job opportunities. You have the freedom to move to another country halfway around the world and earn a living, or better yet, build a career from it, instead of just being stuck in one place. Language allows you to visit or live in places that you may never have even considered going. Knowing another language simply gives you more options to choose from.
And learning a new language also helps you to be more open-minded and see the world from a new perspective.
Language and culture go hand in hand. The world is a big place, and by broadening your understanding of other cultures, it allows you to be more empathetic and understanding of the many different ways that people live their lives. With language, you're able to see and experience more, which helps you grow as a person.
Learning a new language also improves your memory.
Studies have consistently shown that those who study another language have improved memory as opposed to those who didn't. Learning another language also keeps your brain healthy by significantly delaying the onset of Alzheimer's and dementia. This difference can mean as much as 4 to 5 more years of quality life.
And those are just some of the reasons you should learn another language. The list just goes on and on.
Now you know the benefits of studying another language, but why should you learn Hindi in particular?
If your next holiday destination is India, learning a little bit of Hindi can be quite handy.
Yes, Hindi is the main language of India, and if you're planning to travel to the country for pleasure or business purposes, a little bit of knowledge of the language can help make things easier for you. India is a country known for its wildlife, its art, its monuments, and its rich culture and traditions.
And don't forget the delicious food.
Yes, you can enjoy a variety of cuisines as you travel from one region to another.
And don't assume that just because India has a large number of English speakers, you will be able to move around in the country with no knowledge of Hindi.
You're absolutely right. Recent surveys have indicated that India has the second largest number of English speakers in the world, second to only the United States of America. But the percentage of English speakers is still quite low, at just 12%. This means while you'll encounter many people who can easily have a conversation with you in English, you will require some knowledge of Hindi while taking a taxi or an auto rickshaw or a bus. The knowledge of Hindi will also help you when you want to bargain and get the best possible price for the gorgeous saris and stoles or the beautiful artifacts.
It could also help you handle an emergency situation easily.
Definitely. Hopefully you won't have an emergency, but it is always a good idea to be prepared. If you know the language, you'll be able to interact more easily with the locals. Indians open their hearts and their homes to every visitor.
Atithi Devo Bhava.
That means guests are like God, and large-hearted Indians are known to welcome every guest with delicious foods and drinks, and so much love that you can't help but leave their homes with an experience to remember for a lifetime. So if India attracts you, get started by learning Hindi. But how can you actually do that?
It is best to start with a few Hindi words and then build up from there.
To begin with, there are many English words that are commonly used in India and by Hindi-speaking natives.
Yes, for example, you will see the people are likely to use the English please rather than the Hindi kripaya in spoken language.
Yes, but in written language, the Hindi word is used and not the English word. But we don't have to worry about the written script as of now. To begin with, we will be using romanization to learn a few Hindi words. Can you give us more examples of English words that are commonly used and understood in Hindi-speaking areas of India?
Yes, natives will easily understand a thank you or a goodbye or a good morning and good evening.
Or even a train or a bus.
Or even an office or computer or help or welcome.
So that makes things a lot easier for a traveler. But let's get started with some Hindi words that you can easily learn. Let's begin with a greeting.
Sure, like we said, you could easily say a hello, but you will love the smile on your host's face when you greet them with folded hands and say namaste. Namaste.
Now you try.
Fold your hands and say namaste. Namaste. You can also use namaste to say goodbye.
Oh, that's so useful. What about thank you in Hindi?
You say dhanyavad. Dhanyavad.
Now you try.
Dhanyavad. Dhanyavad.
So, how about we do a summary of the 3 words we learned in Hindi?
Hello is namaste. Thank you is dhanyavad. And goodbye is namaste.
We also learned the Hindi word for please, although we may not use it while speaking the language.
Please is kripaya.
We learned a lot of things about India and Hindi in this lesson. We learned how learning a new language can help you expand your horizons and meet new people. It can help make travel and business easier for you when in India. We also learned that there are a few English words we can use with the natives too. Of course, we also learned how to say hello and thank you in Hindi. We also learned the Hindi word for please, although we know that we should be using the Hindi word for please only in written language and not in spoken language. In the next lesson, we're going to learn a few things about Hindi pronunciation, so don't forget to join us. See you in the next lesson. Bye!
Dhanyavad and namaste.
Hi! Welcome to Introduction to Hindi. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Venus.
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Hindi pronunciation.
Just like English, Hindi also has consonants and vowels.
Hindi has 33 main consonants and 11 vowels. If you learn the sounds of these consonants and vowels, you'll be able to pronounce every single word in Hindi.
There are also 2 additional consonants and 2 additional vowels, as well as few conjuncts, but you don't have to worry about them right now.
Yes, because once you're comfortable with the 33 main consonants and the 11 vowels, the rest will come pretty easily.
It may seem like a difficult task, but actually you already know many of these sounds in English.
So, how about we first take a look at some of the consonants in Hindi?
Yes, let's begin with some unaspirated consonants along with their aspirated counterparts.
We won't be working on the consonants in the order they occur in the Hindi alphabet system simply because some of them are more commonly used than others. We'll take a look at these in order when we get to the lesson on writing.
Hindi consonants are known as Vyanjan.
Yes, you're already familiar with many of them because the sounds already exist in English or are quite similar to certain sounds in English.
For example, the first consonant in Hindi is K, which is similar to the English letter K.
But the next one doesn't exist in English.
Yes, this one is K. When you say it without aspiration, you get K. But when you say it with aspiration, it becomes K.
Interesting. But let me first explain what aspirated and unaspirated sounds are. In very simple words, we can say that aspirated sounds are spoken with a burst of air, and an unaspirated sound isn't.
For example, the sound of the letter H in the English word hat. Saying this sound involves a forceful expulsion of air. Try it yourself. Ha.
Ha.
In Hindi, when you say K, there is no forceful expulsion of air. But when you say K, you will feel yourself expelling the air from your mouth. Try it yourself and see the difference. K, K. Next, let's take a look at G, which is the same as the sound of the letter G in the English word game. Yes, when you say G without aspiration, you get G. But when you say it with aspiration, you get G.
Yes, that's the next consonant. It works the same way for some other consonants too.
Yes, like Ch is the same as the CH in the English word chain without aspiration. When you say Ch with aspiration, it becomes Ch. Similarly, we have J and J, T and Th, D and Dh, T and Th, D and Dh, P and P, B and Bh.
But what about the other consonants?
Definitely, that doesn't complete our list of consonant sounds. Now, let's take a look at some of the other consonants and how they sound. Let's first take a look at the consonant H. It sounds like the letter H in the English word hug. We also have Y, which is like the sound of the letter Y in the English word yak.
There are two letters that sound like the SH in the English word share.
Yes, these are sh and sh. They sound the same when spoken. We will use the small letter S to denote them both from now on. We also have a sound that is similar to the English letter S, like in the word sun. This is S. This one is S, and we will use the capital S from now on when we refer to it.
Okay, what's next?
We also have N. N is just the sound of the English letter N. R is the same as the sound of the letter R in rat. L is the same as the sound of the letter L in lamb. M is the same as the sound of the letter M in Mars. V is the same as the sound of the letter W in work.
Are there any other consonants in Hindi that we haven't discussed?
We also have N.
This may seem to be a difficult sound as it doesn't exist in English.
Just try saying N, but roll back your tongue slightly. N.
But aren't we still missing two consonants?
Yes, we are. We also have N and N. But we don't have to worry much about them since they aren't used alone ever.
So now that we've taken a look at the consonants, how about we take a quick look at the vowels too?
The Hindi vowels are known as swar.
There are 11 main vowels in Hindi, and most of them are the same as in English.
For example, A is like the sound of the letter A in the English word apply. A is like the sound of the letter A in the word father. E is like the letter I in tin. E is like the letters E in C. Then we have U, which is like the letter U in put. And U is like the sound of the letters O in room. A is like the A in May. A is like the sound of the letter A in hat. We also have O and O. O sounds like the O in box, and O sounds like the letters AW in sa. We also have another vowel which is Ri, something like the RI in riddle. We actually learned a word in the last lesson which uses Ri, Kripaya, which means please.
Indeed. So, how are vowels used in Hindi?
Hindi vowels can be used alone or in the form of a matra or vowel signs where it modifies a consonant. A good example where both the forms can be used in a single word is the Hindi word acha, meaning good or okay. Acha. The first letter A is a standalone form of the vowel a. Cha. But if you see the matra at the end, after the letter ch, the vowel a here is modifying the consonant ch. This means that the sound now becomes ch plus a, cha. Let's see how the vowels modify the consonant k. It can become ka, ki, ku, ke, ko.
That's a lot that we learned about the sounds in Hindi.
It may seem as too much to learn in the beginning, but as you continue to practice, things will get easier.
True. The best thing to do is practice, practice, and practice. In this lesson, we learned that in Hindi there are 33 consonants and 11 vowels.
Consonants are called vyanjan in Hindi and vowels are called swar.
The vowels have a standalone version, and when they're attached to a consonant, they modify its sound.
So, in the word acha, the first a is a standalone form of the vowel a, but the last vowel a appears in the form of a modifier and turns ch into cha.
Among the consonants, we realized that there are forms that are already present in English. When we say these consonants without aspiration, we get one consonant. When we say them with aspiration, we get another consonant, which generally doesn't exist in English.
For example, k is a consonant, and when we say it with aspiration, it becomes another consonant, kh.
We just learned the basics of pronunciation in Hindi in this lesson, and in the next lesson, we'll learn the basics of Hindi grammar. See you in the next lesson. Bye!
Dhanyavad and Namaste.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.